What's up, brothers and sisters? Welcome to my channel. So, this is going to be the first episode of Big Brother Talks. This is something that I wanted to do for a while now, and I decided to do it today. This topic, I'm going to talk about masculine friendships in the Western world are so toxic. So, what does this question mean? Why is it that friendships in the West are not as beneficial for men? Why is it that they are so surface level? There's no real deep connection. And we need to get to the root cause of this, What are Western male friendships like? If you look into the movies, into the culture, the friendships here are not anything special. They're so surface level. We're friends because we played in the same soccer team, we played in the same football team in the movies in high school. He was the leading quarterback, I was the best catcher, whatever it was called in the thing. And we became best friends. We hit on the same girls, we went to the same bars, and our favorite drink was the same thing. Our dads were best friends, and that's why we're best friends today. Like, how does that make the foundation of anything for a friendship? How does that give you longevity in your friendship? And then if you look at how every type of form of love that's given between two men are made to be gay. You can't even hug your friend. You can't even put your arm around them, Imagine if you were to give him a kiss on the forehead or on the cheek to show and express love to your friend. Imagine how they're gonna take that. In the West, that's just, nigga, you gay. Nigga, that's gay. Nigga, this is that. And then you wonder, why is it that men are most likely going to be the ones to commit suicide and stuff and be depressed? Yes, it's true that women are more depressed than men in general. I think that probably has to do with maybe their emotional components that they have compared to what men have. And men are just kind of used to being dealt with crap and just having to live with it and cope with it. But in general, when a man goes to the lowest points, it gets super low and they have no hope, no support system, and they just throw everything away. Western friendships are extremely toxic because there's no support or forms of real love. If you look into like the era of romanticism, people would show and write so much words and poetry of love for their friend, more so than their wives. The amount of love they had for their best friend, that were males, was more than what they had for their wives, to the point where a lot of these gay activists took those types of poems and try to make it into a narrative that was just poems between two lovers of the same sex, when in reality it's just how much love and brotherhood they had for each other. For a certain text, obviously, I'm not talking about everything. So if you look back into the olden times, men would walk hand in hand. If you look at Arabia, Africa, men were always hugging each other, showing themselves love and being there for them, ride or die. That's real brotherhood. They would take care of each other, take care of each other's kids if one can't. They had each other's backs. Now having someone's back is just, yeah, I'll pay for your beer next time I go to the freaking bar or something. Like, what kind of brotherhood is that? That's something so small. But the real brotherhood is the one where it has nothing to do with the material, but it has to do with everything that's deep, that's spiritual. The one who's gonna bring you back on the right path. It's gonna pick you up when you're down and tell you, yo, bro, right now what you're doing is not good for you. Let me help you get back to where you should be. Let me motivate you. Let me be that arm you can rest on when you're feeling low. I can be that guy that's gonna give you that advance so that you can build up your business. Or, we always like to say, yeah, I'm there for my friends. I ask them if they're doing good. They always say I'm good, right? But that's the man way of being. Man will always say I'm good even if they're not good. So let's try to reframe the question. Instead of asking, are you good? Ask them, what do you need? How can I be at your service? How can I help you? And then maybe we can start seeing some changes. Maybe they'll actually open up and say certain things, because a man does not care about another man's feelings, so to speak, in general, which we should care about. If we can reframe the question, instead of saying how are you doing to what do you need, maybe we can get to the root causes of the issues that are going on in their lives. Because what we need and what we don't have when we need it causes a lack, and when there's a lack, that causes problems. And problems, health issues, everything comes after that. So we as men, we must be more supportive of our brethren when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to support in general, in all shapes and forms: morality, emotional support, financial support, support everywhere. Because I know people like to say, oh, women suffer when it comes to heartbreaks and stuff. But in reality, they move on way quicker because they have that support system to boost them up and say, he ain't shit, he wasn't this, you bad, you this, you that. Men don't have that. And in the long run, after the 3 months, when that girl already moved on to the next, he's there reminiscing and, he's broken hearted and everything, and he's just down. And I think that's not right, because as men, we should be out there lifting each other up, making sure that we both get to success. We all get to success. It's not just my journey, it's our journey. Because if we want to make a change, we want to make sure that the world has better, man, we need to start making ourselves better and the people that are around us better. And that starts with us. We need to do better, because this world is here to attack man and to be against them. That doesn't mean that we must just succumb to that. We can still rise up and do something, but first we need to take care of ourselves and do better. And the best way to do that is to start working on yourself, at the same time helping your brother that's struggling. So let's try to be there for each other. Let's try to help each other out, because we know how men are as we are men. So we know when someone is lying to us and when someone's telling the truth. And when someone's really in need, they don't need to ask you. You should know, and you should be there to help. And that's what we should be doing. We need to change our friendships. Hug your brother more. Tell them that you love them. Tell them that you appreciate them. Boost their egos, boost their morals. Obviously, ego, pride, all of that is wrong, but being confident is a good thing, and it's not a bad thing. We can be confident. It's a good thing to be confident. Help your brother gain his confidence. Tell him, my brother, you look good. My brother, you're doing good. My brother, you're good at this. I love you for this. I love you for the sake of God. You've been there for me. I'll always be there for you. Show them love and appreciate them, and you will see how much change that will cause to people's lives. People that are doing all this reckless stuff is because they have no self-respect. They were never shown respect, never shown love. They don't have real brothers. Fake people are out there. So if you're real, you don't need to be told that you're real. But being told that you are makes you feel a type of way. Makes you feel like you're doing something right. So let's do that. Let's make sure we give our brothers their rights of help, support. And support is in many ways. And we make sure that we must support each other emotionally, because that's something that if a man does not have, he will just crumble. Men need to be emotionally intelligent, because that's something that a lot of men nowadays are lacking. You can see that in many relationships with men and women and all of that. So let's be there for each other, hug each other more, embrace each other more, have real brotherhood, and we can definitely make a change and start making men instead of little boys, because we need more men than the little boys who just want to do nothing and be sad all day. We got to change that. It starts within. We got to do that now. And this advice is not just for myself to you guys, but it's for myself as well. Basically, I'm trying to say that this advice goes for everyone, because everyone needs this advice, including myself. I am not void of this. I'm not saying that I'm better than anyone or that I haven't had to do this because I'm already doing it. Nah, I also must do this. We all must do this. And it starts slowly but surely. It might be weird at first to be giving your brother an extra hug, telling them that you love them, because it's not something we usually do, but it's something that we must do because a lot of them are missing that. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say about those type of friendships, that we should stop putting people into boxes. If you do this, you're this. If you do this, you're that. We are men, and men need love too. Hugging your brother is not gay. So get that shit out of your head and start doing that more. Start showing more love to your brothers, because they need that. Alright, so that's all I wanted to say in this video. Make sure you comment other topics and subjects that you want me to address or speak about. Or if you have any questions for me, or any things you want advice on that I might be able to give, I'll make sure to give and talk about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, definitely, because we need to get the message across to the most people we can. So enjoy your days, nights, or evenings, and take care. Love, peace, and blessings.